I got ran over by a cow.
Cow.
That is the most Mount Juliet thing I've ever heard, and I'm allowed to say that because that's where I'm born and raised. Like, I went to Mount Juliet High School right next to a cow pasture.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
Yes, Zach is correct.
The cattle roam free?
Yeah. Sometimes when they get out. Wow. A kid or a drunk adult? Ricky, start us off.
Drunk adult.
Drunk adult.
Only explanation.
Is that yours too, Woody?
I'm going to guess, drunk adult. I think he was probably going to go out and try to tip over a cow.
He was going cow tipping.
Which you only think of doing that when you're drunk.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that might have happened too, or just some bad idea with a cow after a few beverages. Zach?
I think we're all unanimous that we're going with drunk adult. Like, I 100% think he and his friends thought it was a good idea to go cow tipping. Pro tip, those cows are quick.
They are really impossible to push over.
Yes. So we agree it's a Mount Juliet thing, but which was it?
I was a little kid. This cow we had on the farm hated me.
Oh!
One day, for no reason at all, the cow speared me into the side of this wall, and I ended up breaking my thumb. Believe it or not, cows can be vicious monsters.
Vicious monsters. Definitely not how I would describe them.
They have
a
good, public relations kind of thing, but no, they're vicious.
Oh.
Wow.
Fooled us all.
Yeah, didn't know this.
I love the idea of a cow has a vendetta against you.
You know he did
awesome.
something as a kid to traumatize that cow.
Yeah.
He was like, the cow hated me. Don't know why. You know why, Tony.
It's possible, yeah. Oh, my gosh, that's great.
573-79107. Tell something stupid or embarrassing you did, and we have to guess if you did it when you were a little kid or a drunk adult. As we started with Jasmine moments ago.
I caught a curtain on fire while trying to light a fart.
Caught a curtain on fire trying to light a fart.
I'm not going to lie. Kind of sounds like your soulmate, Woody.
That is aggressive and hurtful.
It's true.
It's also,
it's accurate.
Yeah. I
Pretty
can't argue too
accurate.
much.
So the guesses.
This one's hard.
Yeah, got to get some guesses here on the board. Zach, what do you think?
I'm going to go with child.
Child?
Yeah.
Woody?
I'm going to think drunk adult. I think those ideas pop into your head after you've had a few, like, I wonder what happens here.
Yeah, the tequila hits and you're ready to do something dumb.
I'm going to say child. Ricky?
Yeah, I think child, like watching a movie where somebody else did it kind of thing and just following along.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moms and dads, don't let your kids watch lighting fart movies. All right, Jasmine, what is it?
I was a drunk adult. I was trying to mimic my boyfriend who did it successfully earlier in the night. I lit one of those long lighters and tried it, but couldn't fart. As I stood up, I still had the trigger pressed, and there was a flame coming out. I fell into a curtain, and it caught fire in a second.
Oh, my God.
Drunk and fire don't mix.
Drunk and fire don't mix. Words to live by. Excellent advice.
All right.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Here's a programming note. Tonight's 9 o'clock on TBS. It's the series premiere of Power Slap. This is a show where two people stand toe-to-toe and slap each other as hard as they can.
That sounds fun.
I want to play.
Let's do it.
You want to play?
Yeah, I want to play.
Should we do this on the radio?
Sure. If you
All
want
right.
to.
All right, you know what? Let's watch it tonight.
This is like the tortilla challenge. Did you guys see that on TikTok?
Oh, yeah. We'll slap each other tortillas.
It's the same idea. Only.
This is with an open hand, though, so this could hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe
Buckle up, sis.
We'll start small. We'll do pool noodles.
Well, let's watch it tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we can legally slap each other
Let's
at
watch
work.
That's true.
Sure we can. Let's watch it tonight.
Okay.
And then
if
maybe
you say
tomorrow,
so.
after Gender Wars, we slap each other. This could be
Okay.
great. Okay.
I'm going to be sick
great.
tomorrow, I think.
Just you said yes. This is your year of yes.
Zach, what you got?
Japanese scientists came up with something really cool / interesting. So now it's an electric spoon that shocks your tongue.
Why?
Why?
So basically to cut back on your salt intake. They're saying that it works by transferring sodium ions into your mouth. So even like super bland food, it'll taste salty because it'll shock your tongue.
But you're not getting the
That's really
disadvantage
cool.
of real
Yeah.
salt.
So you're not actually getting all of the salt in your diet. You are
That's good.
able to cut back on it, and it just shocks your tongue to make it feel and taste like you're eating salt.
I'm into it.
Everybody's trying to eat better right now.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. They say it's supposed to hit the market later this year. So as soon as it does, I'm going to shock you with it.
All right.
Can't wait. First slapping, now shocking.
Hold on, I'm going to spoon you.
Jim, what you got?
Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero single has officially topped Billboard's Hot 100 list for 8 weeks, making it her longest-running #1 hit in her history.
Wow.
That's wild.
Good job.
Yeah, she tweeted about it, and she said, "What on earth?" Before sending love to her fans, she said, "I love you guys." And then she threw, out a little love to SZA's latest album, SOS, which she said she's been listening to nonstop. So,
Earn me
Very
both.
good.
yep, she shares the spotlight with SZA.
Very cool. Confessing something stupid or embarrassing you did, and we try to guess. Did you do it when you were a little kid or you were a drunk adult? Evan's in Murfreesboro. Hey, Evan.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us what you did. We'll take our guesses.
So I managed to get my head stuck in a 3-gallon fishbowl.
Whoa.
Sounds like something out of a cartoon.
3-gallon fishbowl.
Yeah, it had a really, really wide rim on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was going to say 3 gallons isn't all that much when you think about it.
Yeah.
What, you put it on your head thinking you're going to be a spaceman? There's a space helmet.
There was not much space in there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're not allowed to ask any more questions.
All right.
We have to figure out whether Evan did this when he was a child or a drunk adult. Let's start with Woody.
I think you were a child. I think that's a kid thing.
Okay.
Because I can remember getting my hand caught in like pickle jars. Because I wanted a pickle.
This is Jim, and I think it's a drunk adult thing. Zach.
I'm going with child. You were trying to play with your goldfish you got from the fair.
All right. Ricky?
The goldfish you got from the fair. I was just going to say child because I'm thinking the 3 gallons, even though it's got a wide top part that you can fit your head over, it still couldn't have been that big.
Yeah, you'd have to have kind of a child-sized head.
Yeah. That's
Which
what I
is
think.
still possible,
Maybe,
but
maybe a kid didn't have enough
If you
strength.
believe in yourself, you can get it in there.
I think child.
Make your dreams come true.
Evan, which was it? A drunk adult or a little kid?
I was a 6-year-old child.
Yes.
Can you describe to me how you got it off of your head? Did they have to break it?
Well, it was glass, yeah, and they had to they lined the inside with like a grocery bag almost that they were able to fit in.
Oh, so they wouldn't get the glass shards on you.
Yeah, and just cracked away at it.
Wow.
Okay, well, what was your motivation? Why did you put it on your head?
It was just, as a kid, I feel like everybody wants to just see what they can fit on their head, and
I can't say that I've thought that before as a child.
But we should all live that life. Go through life just seeing what can fit on your head.
I love the story, though.
We love you, Evan. You call anytime, all right?
That's great.
That's great. All right, we got one more. We got Angie on the line. So what'd you do?
I knocked a tooth out while skipping.
Knocked the tooth out while
you were skipping.
This seems like an easy kid thing, but am I out thinking myself?
Is it being too obvious?
I'm saying 100% drunk adult.
Yeah, same.
Her and
Yeah.
her and her girlfriends were definitely skipping through
I've
12
skipped
South.
more drunk than I have as a child.
Yeah.
So I'm saying drunk adult.
It's a nice ratio.
We have learned something.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you hit something that's on a curb or something.
She face planted.
Okay, you've won me over. I
Okay.
believe that she was a drunk adult. Woody?
I'm going to go with that. I think Ricky's logic, you can't fight it.
It's unanimous.
Okay. Which were you?
I was a drunk adult.
Yeah!
I was skipping down the ave in Delray when my toe accidentally caught a crack in the sidewalk, and I fell forward, and my tooth actually got entangled with an older woman's shawl.
What?
By the time I landed, the tooth was gone. I am not sure if it was the shawl or the concrete that took it out, but regardless, my toothless self just kept going down the street.
The
My
visual
mouth
of your
hurts.
tooth getting caught in a woman's shawl? Like a scarf?
But you're too drunk to know that they're...
Ricky and I are both like licking our teeth.
My
like
teeth
they
hurt so
now.
bad.
Oh,
Ow.
my gosh. Yeah.
Ow.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Jim, you got something making us happy?
Yeah, tossing a cat in this situation is a happy thing. So there was a couple in Tampa last month getting married, and they went through a lot of the traditional stuff at the wedding reception.
Right.
But for where the bridesmaid tosses the bouquet, the bride to
When
the
the bride
bridesmaids.
does,
Right. See who's going to get married next.
They changed it. Instead, they brought a stuffed kitty cat animal.
Oh.
And whoever caught the cat had to agree that they would go to the Humane Society of their town within a couple of weeks and check out shelter cats. And they did a bunch of other things to try to bring people to shelters at their wedding.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
And and I guess it was kind of the idea of there's actually a company that you can hire to involve your pets in your weddings, like
Oh yeah, like be the ring bearer or something
have your
like
dog
that.
walk down the aisle with you and stuff like that.
In a little tuxedo.
Yeah, so they kind of helped them out with the idea, and they didn't even have TikTok, and then they just went back and somebody told them, there's a video of you tossing this stuffed cat that has 4 million views.
Wow.
It's a really cute idea.
Yeah, and they say, I guess the local Humane Association said a ton of people that were at the wedding came and looked at animals, and some adopted, and it was a great thing.
Nice.
So,
Cute.
I'm a little relieved that it's a stuffed cat.
it's a stuffed cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although if you have a cat, you can't hurt cats.
Yeah, but if you threw that live cat into a sea of people,
Right. It would probably not end well for the people.
Yeah.
no,
It would be-
and then they would not adopt any cats.
Things would be bad. It might be hilarious, but it would be
It'll be like
bad.
every cat owner is covered in scratches and blood going, she's
Exactly.
so cute.
Yeah.
She's so precious.
They said they wanted to turn their wedding into something that helps other people or animals.
nice.
So good for them. They're what's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Zach, you made a commitment that you're going to read a book.
Yeah, that was
book.
part of my resolution for this year, that I was going to read a book from beginning to end.
Yes.
For the year.
Yeah, I haven't read an entire book from front cover to back cover since 5th grade.
Which is just insane to
And
me.
was that a Where's Waldo book?
It was The Secret Garden.
Oh.
Okay.
It was the last book that I read.
was
Forever ago.
Ooh.
Captain Underpants was my guess, but
I loved the Captain Underpants
Those are the
books.
good
I'm
You
proud
would.
of you. I'm glad you're deciding to read a book, and you've chosen the Prince Harry Spare book,
Yes.
in which he unleashes all the stories about the royals.
Yes, because I love reality TV. I figured this book was as close as I could get to reality TV in a book.
It's like,
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it's like flipping tables, but in book form.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard it's quite long, though.
It is
It's
pretty...
supposed to be very detailed and pretty long. I mean, for you, it has 416 pages. That's a long book.
It's a long book.
Is there a lot of pictures?
No, that's the crappy
No
part.
pictures? It's all just print?
I started reading it
Oh.
last night, and I was like, all right, let me just make a realistic goal of, all right,
Right.
minimum 10 pages a day.
Okay.
Fine.
That's good.
Can lay in the bed for 20 minutes and read the 10 pages.
How's it going?
Well, I started last night and I made it 10 pages in, but there's no
All
pictures.
Okay,
No
welcome
pictures.
to being an adult and reading an adult book. There's not
This
going to be any
is
pictures.
stupid. I hate adulting.
You are reverting back to your school years where you're hoping that, we were assigned 10 pages meant there was at least 3 or 4 pages where there was a giant picture or a graph on it.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
chapter 1, and then you flip to the next page.
That doesn't
Yeah.
count as a page.
Okay, so now the 10 pages
there's
you
no
read.
number on those
Yeah.
pages. Zach.
That
That does not
counts
count
for me.
Does
No,
that-
there's no number
That doesn't
on that
include the
page.
page at the beginning that just has dedicated to and it's
Yes,
just one
it does
sentence?
include that as
Okay,
well.
all right.
Just
There's
'cause
no numbers.
That doesn't mean it's not a page.
Yes, it does.
No, the page is still there. It's not
The
like
pages
it's not
are
existent.
numbered.
It's not Zach's fault that they put no words on that page.
Yeah.
The pages are numbered.
I counted the amount of pages that I
Yeah.
read, and there was 10 of them.
Zach, I ask thee, were you disappointed that it wasn't in a larger font?
No.
Okay,
I was just disappointed there were no photos.
because that was probably something you did back in school. Was it's got to be 8 pages long, but the font is 84.
I mean, that's what I did whenever I had to write an essay.
Right.
I
Right,
absolutely wrote on college ruled paper, so it was much bigger.
When you wrote a 100-word essay and it starts with, this summer I had a really, 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 really,
Yeah.
really, 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 really fun time.
So, what have you learned besides the
Yes.
date of the copyright of this book?
What
which
is the
I think,
10 pages of knowledge you've received?
It was just really funny, honestly. So far, he's pretty sassy in the book. I didn't know that he calls his brother Willie. Prince William, he calls him Willie. And he calls his dad, King Charles, Pa, which I thought was kind of cute. But like in one of the paragraphs, he was talking about how when he got in a fight with Prince William, the one thing that he could notice is how much more bald he was than Prince Harry. How bald Prince William was. And I was like, this shade, he's already coming for the jugular. Started off on page 7 coming for him.
Yeah, that's what people want. You don't hold that stuff back.
No,
you
hit the ground running.
Yeah, exactly. And then just keep it coming.
Yeah, it was also very sweet because most of it started with how much he loved his mom and how much his mom meant to the world.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just very sweet to hear him talk about his mom in like such a positive way. I was like,
Okay, so it's got heart too. This is good. This is good.
We're doing great. Tonight, I'm
laughter
going
and
to page
tears,
20.
But no pictures.
Yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you
So
so
excited
much.
for you.
Growth.
So I stumbled across this list of things that disappeared but nobody noticed. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that sometimes things do go away and you're like, oh yeah, that's not even around. So a couple of these I think are pretty good. A couple of them are pretty stupid, like planking. That was only supposed to be around for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that automatically had a short shelf life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody's going around going, oh, gee, I wonder where.
I really miss planking.
went.
Nobody says
Why aren't people dabbing anymore?
dabbing.
Except for dads,
Dabbing dads.
trying to embarrass us. Waterbeds. Waterbeds used to be a thing.
Oh, that was a huge thing back then.
So you can't find them anywhere at all?
I guess they may still be available, sure, but they're
Just not a thing.
Popular at all.
I used to have a waterbed and I was obsessed. But yeah, now that you talk about it, I'm like, I don't know anybody that I know.
You broke your waterbed, didn't you, Zach?
Yes.
Did you bust it?
Yes.
Knew
Did it flood the whole house?
Yes.
Not surprised at all.
I was jumping on it.
The one thing you don't do on a waterbed is what you did on the waterbed.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Poking people on Facebook.
Oh, that was always so weird to me. Like, what are you poking me for?
Yeah.
That was
Especially
always
if it's
uncomfortable.
Especially if it's like, stop poking Grandma.
Yeah,
That's
Grandma wants you to
disgusting.
poke her.
Stop it.
Ew, guys. I'm uncomfortable.
Do you remember HQ Trivia?
No.
And you go to bars and stuff like that?
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Here's one. The all-day breakfast menu at McDonald's.
R.I.P. And that does not belong on the list.
I thought they were going to bring it back.
Yeah, it went away during the pandemic, but they keep saying they're going to bring it back.
Yeah.
So they keep lying to us.
Because if I want an Egg McMuffin at 2 in the afternoon, damn it, I'm going to have one.
Right?
Yeah. Also, that does not belong on the list. The list is things that went away that you didn't notice. I still noticed that it's not there.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow,
Zach's got
outrage.
issues.
Okay, breathe into this paper bag. You're going to be okay. Here's one I guess we kind of noticed, but it's a throwback. Ringtones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, remember when you had to have a ringtone?
You buy a ringtone for like 99 cents or something like that. Yeah.
My favorite was the ring back tone, so that when people called you, there was like a specific song playing or something.
Oh my God, yes.
That was my jam.
Yeah.
And you had to pay for those too.
Yep, sure did.
And your parents got mad because they're like, what is this charge of $3 on my phone bill?
Well, I really wanted Avril Lavigne every time anybody called me. Duh.
I always liked that because you could tell about the person if you didn't know them. You got to know a little something about them if like it was like a Nickelback song. They told you a little bit about them.
100%.
And stuff like that. Here's one more that I guess maybe you did notice this, but did you notice that there's like almost no 24-hour stores since the pandemic?
Even the places that used to be open 24 hours, are only open until like midnight or something.
Yeah,
I remember that being a big deal.
There's not many left. And they also probably don't have any staff to run them.
That's true. Yeah, that's a big problem in a lot of places.
So, hey, and I just want to mention this. If you didn't see this over the last couple of weeks, we posted this on the Woody and Jim Show Instagram. And if you go into our old videos, it's like 6 or 7 back, somebody posted on TikTok this really sweet montage of fond memories from their childhood in Nashville. And it mentioned all these things, and a lot of them had gone away.
Right, the stuff that's being replaced by giant glass buildings.
Yeah, like, Opryland theme park, and like, parks that they went to. But one of them was Woody and Jim and Gender Wars. So we were like so cool. Like, oh my God, this is so cool. This is part of people's fond memories. So if you want to see this thing that if you grew up around here and you've lived here maybe the last 20 years, you look at it and you go, oh, I miss all those things. But we're still here.
Yeah.
Like
good to know that we're ancient like Opryland.
Yeah.
It's time for men and women. women to answer questions for gender wars.
Anxiously awaiting their questions for the ladies in the audience, we have Amanda in Kingston Springs. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
For the guys, we have Eric in Thompson Station. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Here's a get acquainted question. We'll start with Amanda. Besides sleep, what would you do if you had an extra hour in the day?
So I have 3 kids, so I would take a long, uninterrupted bath.
No,
bad, yeah.
Sure. Get you away from it all.
Turn the music up so you don't hear, Mom, Mom.
Underneath the door.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, what about you? Besides sleep, what would you do if you had an extra hour in the day?
Well, in honor of Zach's new quest, I'll say I would read a good book.
Nice.
Read.
Very productive.
So, yeah,
Very
Eric
nice.
gets up in the morning and says, what would Zach do? Which is dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
All right, let's get the game going. You each have a screw you can use. If you don't know the answer to a question, you yell out screw before the buzzer, and we'll give your question to your opponent. If they get it right, they steal a point. But if they don't get it right, you get a point for knowing nothing.
Here we go. Multiple choices. How we start, Amanda. On a golf course, is a bunker always filled with high grass, sand, or water?
Sand.
Sand is
Yeah.
right.
Nice.
Good start.
Got it.
All right, Eric. Does Disney's Princess and the Frog take place in New Orleans, Paris, or London?
New Orleans.
Yes,
Another right answer. You guys are hot.
Okay, we got a couple spelling questions. Amanda, Barbasol is a brand of shaving cream. Spell Barbasol.
Barbesol.
No.
So close. It's
an A.
Barbasol.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Eric. So you know if there's one spelling question, there's going to be another one for you.
All right, Eric. You buy a bouquet of marigolds. Can you spell marigold?
Oh, man.
Marigold.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good.
Okay. It is a 2-1 lead for Eric. Amanda, you must get this one.
All right, Amanda, what NFL team plays their home games at Arrowhead Stadium?
Buffalo Bills?
No, it's the Kansas City Chiefs.
And by a
that's
score of 2-1,
it.
Eric is our victor.
Zach, what you got?
Well, Miss Cardi B found herself back in court again.
Oh,
and it's all because of the altercation that she had in the strip club back in 2018, where she has pled guilty for 2 misdemeanor charges, while 10 other counts, including 2 felonies, were completely dismissed because she ended up pleading guilty. But she had to go back to court because she's failed to complete her community service. She agreed to doing 15 days of community service as part of the plea deal, but she has not done all of them yet. So
15 is not even that bad.
no, I feel like that's rather easy.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to see Cardi B in an orange jumpsuit picking up trash on the side of I-40?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh.
That would be great.
But she did go to court, and the judge did extend her time to complete the 15 days. So now she has until March 1st to complete all 15 days of her community service.
She could easily do that.
Yeah, but I will say it's in Queens, so she has to go to Queens to do it, but she lives in Atlanta. Which
She could still do that.
you got plenty of money and plenty of time,
Yeah.
sister. Go for it.
I don't know about plenty of time, but definitely plenty of money to make it happen.
Yeah.
Totally within her means.
Yeah, so we'll see how that turns out if she ends up going back to court or to jail for not completing her community service. Cardi, you knew better. Get on it, sister.
Do the service.
Do it, or you will receive the wrath of Zach.
Exactly. Todd and Julie Chrisley, reality TV stars and Nashville residents, they have officially reported to federal prison.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because they learned the hard way. You mess around and you find out.
Yeah,
So
you have to spend time at a prison resort.
It literally is a resort. But if you're not familiar with why they're going to jail, they have been found guilty for defrauding banks for more than like $30 million in fraudulent loans.
Yeah, they frown on that.
Yeah, just a little bit. So Todd Chrisley is serving 12 years in Pensacola at a minimum security facility that they're literally calling a prison camp. And Julie Chrisley is going to Lexington, Kentucky, which they're saying is like an administrative security federal medical center with an adjacent minimum security satellite camp. So they're going to prison camp.
Well, yeah, they only had federal, like it was like a tax fraud.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different system.
But if you look these up, these prison camps are nice. I want to go to
this. Is like a place
nice.
we'd all like to go vacation.
It's
some
a
of
rich
them are
person's
nice.
camp. Yeah.
There's like a golf course at the one in Pensacola.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's
believe
wild. So you're going to jail for 12 years, a.k.a. you're going to hang out with other rich people and do rich people things like go golfing.
Wow.
Yeah, but I heard like
prison life sucks.
Omelet bar, it doesn't have a lot of choices. And
they're out of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually my worst nightmare at an omelet bar, though. I'd be very upset.
Bacon bits.
They had the audacity to serve me domestic brie. Oh, my God.
Apparently, they are very upset that they're not allowed to choose their own sleep and eating schedules.
That's prison.
That's
Like,
what
I
happens
don't
when you
know
go
what
to
you
prison.
expected.
Welcome to prison. Go
All you
live
gotta
your
do
life.
is watch a movie to know that. You don't even
Yeah.
have to read a book.
So as of now, they're still maintaining their innocence and plan on appealing their cases.
Of course.
Which I feel like good for you, but there's so many receipts. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to show what you did when there's like literal physical receipts and your like a tax accountant pled guilty and was like, yep, I did that. I helped him out.
The feds always have their cases locked up tight.
Mm-hmm.
When the IRS wants their money, the IRS is getting their money.
Yep.
So there's that. But yeah, if you want to see all the details on that story, it's all up on the website at 1075theriver.com.
Todd Chrisley in The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, my God. Great movie, though.
It was a great movie.
One of the best, yes.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 1075 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
Just a heads up, today is apparently the day that Amazon is going to start doing like their massive firing. So I guess today is the day that they're going to fire 18,000 people.
Wow.
That they're laying them off. And I guess most of the people that are getting laid off are the people that work like in their brick and mortar stores and also that work on their devices, which is interesting. Like they said their devices and their books business is where most of people are being laid off.
Which is interesting. And, well, I don't know if that completely rules us out. We got a lot of people that work for Amazon here, but they're mostly in the logistics warehouse.
Right.
I'm intrigued on the way they did it because they posted in November that they were going to start laying people off in January. And today is the day that they're going to start notifying the people that are getting fired. So you had to wait for like almost 3 months to figure out if you're getting fired or not?
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Like, that's messed up.
On edge for a while,
Maybe they say that so people go look for other jobs and they don't have to, like, let people go. I don't know.
Give them a heads up. But if you know anybody working at Amazon, they might lose their job today. So have a margarita for them.
Reach out to them.
Or with them. They probably need one.
Yeah, with them. Jim, what you got?
Apple is apparently talking to 911 call centers because there is an overwhelming increase in accidental calls because people have the new iPhones or watches that report when you've been in a crash.
They detect like impact or whatever.
Especially from 911 centers around ski resorts.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Apparently, like, if it senses you've been in a crash, it notifies you on your watch or your device.
Yeah.
And, you can tell it, no, I wasn't. But if you're bundled up in ski gear, you don't even notice that they've tried to tell you, hey, we think you've been in a crash. So then the 911 operators have to call and make contact with you, and everybody says, no, I'm fine. I just fell over. So they're trying to kind of figure out if they can get a way to distinguish from people just like having a good time and actually needing an
That's
emergency.
going to be really hard to
That
determine.
is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the force of the impact, what it means.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they say these call centers already got too many calls coming in anyway, and this is making it way worse. Ricky, what you got?
Dolly Parton has revealed all of the people that are going to be featured on her upcoming rock and roll album. The album's going to be called Rockstar. And she said that there will be Cher on the album,
Oh.
Paul McCartney, Miley Cyrus, Pink, Elton John, and Stevie Nicks as of right now.
Cool.
And there will be the rendition of Wrecking Ball that she did as a duet with Miley Cyrus
That was good.
on the album.
Great.
So all really cool stuff. I can't wait. Apparently
Yeah.
it's supposed to come out later this year if everything stays on track. So fingers crossed it does. And we'll hear a new Dolly, Rockin' Dolly, soon.
I'm excited for the Cher collab. Like Dolly Parton and Cher, that is a gay man's dream.
So Dolly, that's a solid point, yeah. Dolly said that some of the songs are going to be original songs and some will be remakes of older songs.
Cool.
So we'll see who's on what.
You're wondering why is everybody talking about Titanic all of a sudden? Well, apparently they're doing a National Geographic special, the 25th anniversary of the movie. It's going to be, you'll be able to see that on Disney Plus through the Nat Geo thing. And I guess they talked to James Cameron again about the whole Rose and Jack floating on the door thing.
That damn door is the most popular door in the history.
Okay, are you ready?
It is.
Are you ready to have your mind blown?
I'm ready.
All right.
James Cameron says, you guys are stupid. It's not even a door.
Then what is it?
He said it's a piece of paneling from the first class section.
Oh, okay.
So
Makes more sense, honestly.
That really doesn't matter, though, in the
Doesn't
conversation.
matter. Yeah.
It's could Jack have fit on the piece of paneling? Are you happy, Mr. Cameron? Actually, my favorite thing about this is the thing that your girlfriend sent to us the other day, the meme of Rose is on the door with two dogs.
With a bunch of dogs saying, sorry, Jack, we're out of room.
Yeah. And I've never related to Rose more. To me, that's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget about Jack. Let the dogs on there.
100%.
Yeah, they always go back to the whole thing about, well, he could have fit on there, but the buoyancy and blah, 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 blah.
I feel like he's trying to make everybody talk about this instead of that.
Right.
That
Because
could be a
outside
diversion.
outside of that reasoning, why do I care? There's
Right.
no reason for you to tell me
Right.
that this is a piece of paneling and not a door.
He's trying desperately to come up with stuff to promote this documentary.
Right, because they're releasing them back in theaters in 3D, and then they're doing this special about the 25th anniversary.
Haven't they made enough money off of it yet?
No.
Like, let it rest.
There's always more money to be made.
My God, these greedy humans. Let it live for a minute.
They're waiting until you see it, I think.
Zach, you
Never.
you are living proof that they don't make people go see it. I mean, people go because they love the movie.
You're not taking away in chains from your home and putting the unmarked van and taking it to a theater.
Just because you didn't see it, you're thinking like, oh yeah, they're making me. They're hauling people with into trucks and bringing them to the theater.
They are. They're picking them up in those weird windowless white vans and taking them to the theater
That's
to
where
watch
they're
the Titanic.
Where somebody knocks on your door at 3 a.m. Get in the van!
Which, spoiler alert, they hit an iceberg and it sinks.
Oh, thanks for ruining it. Woody and Jim Show 1075 The River. I think we all really enjoy a good petty revenge story.
I love petty.
File this one away, okay? Because this is something you could probably do if you're faced with that same situation.
Okay.
A woman posted on Facebook that she was in a McDonald's drive-thru. And it takes a while, usually, especially in the morning. It's a long line.
Yeah.
Somebody behind her was very impatient, thought she was taking too long with her order, so started honking.
All right,
in
no.
the drive-thru line, and it's like, you can't do anything about it. Just angry and honking, saying, hurry up. And so the lady got up to the, the first window where you pay and said, I'm going to pay for the person behind me. The pay it forward type thing.
Yeah.
And of course, the second person who was honking then pulls up to the first window and is told, oh, the lady in front of you paid for your food. And he goes, oh, that was so sweet. And waving and thank you. So then the lady goes up to the window where you pick up the food.
I know exactly where this is going.
Picked up her food and the person behind her food.
I love that.
That is sweet,
that person
petty
deserved
revenge.
it.
Oh, totally. You're honking and being just a brat in the
Rude.
line. Yeah, you deserve that.
Oh, that is justice.
Why don't you go ahead and take another lap around the building?
That's what you get for being a jerk.
Be nice, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Or file that away just in case you need it in the future.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.